I am showing 6 o'clock, so we will call the meeting to order. Start with the pledge of allegiance, flag and salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yep. So as everybody knows, this meeting is being recorded. If anyone else is recording, please let us know. Start with a vote to approve the minutes from March 5th and March 10th open session meetings. Entertain a motion to approve those.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor? Mrs. Cohen.
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher.
Yes.
Mr. Slavas.
Yes.
Mrs. Stearns.
Yes.
Mrs. Chi is also a yes. Okay. Next order of business is the warrants. Mrs. Cohen.
I've reviewed and approved the following warrants: school expense warrants, March 17th, 2022, $579,130.04. School payroll warrants, March 10th, 2022, $1,038,444.84. I will send them into public record.
Thank you, Mrs. Cohen. Our student representatives are a little under the weather. We hope they feel better for next time. So we move on to the DECA presentation with Mrs. Albritton and Mrs. Fry. And company.
Well, thank you for having us this evening. I wanted to have a recap of what we've done this year for DECA. And we have our action team here and our qualifiers for the national conference. And this is our president, Ted Donahue, who's going to give you that recap.
Hi, my name is Ted Donahue, and this year I was fortunate enough to be elected president of Norton High School. I would like to introduce some of our following qualifiers and action team members who have qualified for the international level of competition.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm a senior. I was vice president and public coordinator this year, and I qualified for nationals. My category is automotive services marketing.
Hi, I'm Tristan Sibu. I am a senior also in Norton High School, and this is my first year in DECA, and I qualified for the accounting application series.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashlyn Sylvia. I qualified this year as well. I've been in DECA for the last 4 years, 2 of which I was an action team member. I'm in the business services marketing category for the last 3 of those years.
All right, well, for those of you who don't know, DECA stands for Distributive Educational Clubs of America. And this club prepares emerging leaders and entrepreneurs to be college and career ready. I joined DECA my freshman year to gain critical experience about the business world. It has taught me valuable skills that will prepare me for interviews, has enhanced my communication skills, and has taught me what it means to be a leader. It has also helped with me improving on my ability to make quick decisions and improve on my problem-solving abilities. This year, our DECA chapter had 74 students. In October, 62 of those students competed in our district competition. Just 2 weeks ago, our qualifiers from district competition moved on to our state level. Norton competed at Massachusetts State DECA, or better known as SCDC, level competition in Boston, which included 37 of our students from our school. Proudly, 5 of our representatives made it to the international level of competition, and many others placed top 10 in their categories. And next month, 7 of these will attend International DECA Conference, better known as ICDC, in Atlanta. And this will be to further sharpen our DECA skills and leadership qualities. 3 of these high school students will be competing. Tristan is one of them, and 4 will be there for attending leadership positions. Had ICDC not fallen over April vacation, we would have been more likely to have over 7 students attending, as a couple of the qualifiers have already conflicting schedules with the ICDC schedule and family plans. Finally, I will forever be grateful for the lifelong lessons, experiences, friendships, and opportunities that this great organization has brought to me. Knowing that future students will be given the gift of opportunity inspires others and inspires me to keep persevering and always to do my best. Thank you for your time, and thank you so much for your support of Norton High School Day.
Awesome. Thank you all for your work. You sit right here, so you don't have to be rushed out. So I won't rush you out. It might as well give you 2 minutes in here, right? I just want to congratulate all of DECA. Celebrate Mr. Ronick really do a great job with students at Norton High School. And then, you know, to be quite honest, to sit here and hear about someone competing in something to do with like automotive and we're not a Vogue school kind of makes me pretty happy, right? That you have that an area of interest that you decided to go through. And I can say the same about other areas, but I think tech is one of the best things that we do. It really is. And congratulations to all of you, families who support the staff. That's been there as well. It's a job well done. I get to see Ted about, I don't know, every once in a while at Town Spot Pizza. So that's like our meeting, right? The gathering spot.
Lucky you.
Yeah. So congratulations, and good luck for those of you that are going forward. I mean, that's huge. Good luck, represent us well, go win. I guess that's what we do, go win. You know, bring it home. Let's say for all the stuff, same thing, bring it home.
Yeah.
You know?
We're proud of you guys. It's nice to see you guys back doing what you love, kind of in person and together and collaborating. It's really great to see. So we're proud of you guys. Finish it strong.
Thank you for allowing us to be at these competitions. I know there was debate this year if we could go and stay overnight. So I know I speak for myself at least when I say as a senior, I really do appreciate having that final opportunity.
Yeah, that was the probably core reason, is we wanted to bring things back to the students. And the committee has to vote on all that stuff, so it's really them. So for you teachers, guys, we know that being a senior has been very different for the last couple of years. So trying to have some type of so
Happy to support you guys.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
Good luck,
Thanks a lot.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Good luck. What's the date of the competition?
It's, I believe, April 23rd to the 26th.
Okay.
You'll have to keep us posted then.
Yeah, of course.
Come back and tell us how you do.
We'll keep some posts going up.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ronick, as well. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, Peter.
The next thing on the list is the Project 351 Student Ambassador, Mr. Goldstein and guest.
Speak loudly, could be a little further away than today.
Usually never a problem with that. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, committee, for having us here once again. This is our annual trip to the school committee's meeting. Every year I bring forth to you our new Project 351 ambassador. Just to refresh everyone's memory, Project 351 is the largest service organization of its kind in the country. The basic mission of Project 351 is to train a whole new generation of service leaders. And so every year we have the privilege of choosing a ambassador, an 8th grade ambassador, to represent Norton as a community for Project 351. And so I am very privileged to have this fine young man next to me here, Benson Chang, who has been chosen this year as our ambassador. And so I'm going to let him talk in a moment because he's, really who you want to hear from. But, my involvement with this organization goes back many years, as you all probably are aware. And so, it's something that's very near and dear to me. And I think that it's it's great that we have the ability to choose someone every year to represent us. And, I couldn't think of anybody better this year than Benson. So I'll let him talk a little bit about what he's done so far with the organization and, what's coming up in the future. So.
Yeah. Again, my name is Benson Chang, and I'm the 2022 Project 51 Ambassador for Norton Middle School. And again, we are a youth-led movement. We are Massachusetts-based, and we start in around December, November. We continue all the way to the fall. And right now, we are in spring service, which is in partnership with Cradles to Crayons, which is another Massachusetts-based organization, a nonprofit. And right now, we are trying to collect clothes size infants to small adults for the children who face poverty in our own community in Massachusetts. And what makes this year a little bit different is that in the past about 11 years, we've stuck just strictly to the Norton Middle School. And this year, especially with COVID and what happened in these past 2 years, we want to expand to the Norton Public School District, so to all 5 public schools. And just this evening, we were creating some boxes for the clothing donations, and we have been making some slideshows, some posters to advertise this. And I took part in another organization that Project 51 is involved with called the Playbook Initiative. And they are the Boston Celtics. It's one of Project 51's major partners and sponsors. And the Playbook Initiative is basically, we take very social sensitive issues and topics in the world such as sexuality, gender, religion, and race, and we come up with scenarios that kids our age, even in 2nd and 3rd grade, see, and we teach them how to respond to them and how to express opinion with respect, and how to be open and mindful of other people's opinions and thoughts. And that's another thing that we are involved in. We're also involved with the Wonder Fund. We're also involved with the Massachusetts Military Hero Funds as well. Yeah, our main goal again is to reach out to the other 4 Norton Public Schools to collect some donations for those kids in Boston. So we're here.
So Benson is a little too modest for his own good, so allow me to brag for him. So we had every year Project 351 starts off with its launch program. This year was unfortunately virtual. Usually it's at Faneuil Hall, but this year is virtual. And so the word went out, if anybody was interested in making a short video clip of, giving thanks and gratitude. And so Benson is very technologically inclined. I am technologically declined. Sorry, Mrs. Wetzenberg. So, but he was chosen to do so, and his video clip of giving thanks was actually chosen to be part of the montage for that opening kickoff event. And then, based on his involvement with that, he was also chosen to be part of this Playbook Initiative, which there are 400 ambassadors chosen from around the Commonwealth, and only about 25 to 30 are chosen for Playbook Initiative. So he went to the Celtics practice facility in Austin, and he was there for the day, and he met several Celtics players, and they went through various different scenarios and discussions and that sort of thing. So it's a very cool thing that he was chosen for. I was very jealous that I couldn't be part of it, but honestly, I kind of wanted to. So it's great. We actually brought that in, so we can pass that around if you just want to take a look at it. And this is also their playbook that they get. So if you just want to take a look at this, it's a couple of pretty cool things in there. And this is spring service as well. So as Benson also mentioned, we just started, we're kicking off on Monday, spring service. And so we're hoping once again to get a great turnout and great participation rate from all 5 schools in the district. I just sent out communication to all schools this evening, and we're really hoping to, do really well like we did last year. Last year we had a great turnout response, so we're hoping that's the same this year as well. So
You can do that community-wide, right? Like
Yeah.
if seniors or other people want to drop stuff off, they can be able to do that. Yeah.
We've made that available. I just dropped off the boxes for the LGN here, and within the coming days, we will be dropping off boxes for each grade level at all public schools.
Sorry.
If you want some more public relations, I can work with Mr. Goldstein and put something out in the superintendent's newsletter that goes out to all families once a week. When your start date on your end date?
Yeah, we are starting on next Monday, March 28th, and our deadline is April 8th, which is on a Friday. It's very important that we end there because the weekend right after that Friday is when we take it all to Boston to deliver to the children. So we have that tight space of 2 weeks to collect public schools.
Let's see if we can work with the communications office and do a one-page flyer and get it out. This is perfect for communicating with our families. People are thinking about spring cleaning and stuff, so the clothing that the kids are going out of can't use this spring and summer because they've got older and all that stuff. So
absolutely.
Is there anything specific they're looking for, or do they take anything, or is it, is there like a, I don't want to say like a wish list, but is there like a desired list of items, or
Yes.
is it just whatever you have, send it?
Yeah, so our primary focus has always been children's clothes, again, sizes to small adults. But this year, Cradles to Crayons gave us a wish list, and their primary focus is socks and pajamas, which are two things that they tend to run out of very quickly. But we also accept adult clothes, gently used hats, shoes, all that type of stuff, even formal clothing, because they will benefit other charities that Cradles to Crayons are in partnership with. So it ultimately benefits Massachusetts as a whole.
It's easy to see why you were chosen as the ambassador. It's hard to believe you're only in 8th grade. You are very well spoken. Yeah,
So I know
impressive.
in years past, they used to all go into Boston, and I remember multiple. Is that on hold this year? So they used to do a day of service in Boston, right?
Correct. So you're absolutely right. So unfortunately, the launch event, which I had mentioned earlier, where he got chosen to submit his video for, they did that virtually this year because launch typically takes place over Martin Luther King weekend, and as you all recall, that was a dark time, unfortunately, with the pandemic. And so, however, the reunion event is supposed to be coming up at Gillette Stadium this year, and we have gotten strong indications that that will absolutely be in person, which will be the first time they've been in person in over 2 years. So. Those of us like me who take part in those things are very much looking forward to that. So.
Congratulations, Benson. Thank you.
Yes, well done, and very well spoken, by the way. It's nice, awesome to listen to you speak. It really is. Future in politics, maybe?
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
This is what I've missed the most the last 2 years, is seeing our students come before us to hear what you guys are doing, because it's different, over Zoom, when we would hear, things that you guys are doing, but to hear you speak and come and do things like this, it just reminds us that we do have some incredible students doing amazing things. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, here's your stuff. Benson, we would love to hear more about Playbook Initiative at some point. Maybe we can, Dr. B and I can invite you over to central office and have more conversation.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Goldstein.
Yeah, I did. Yes, it is.
All right, the next order of business is vote to appoint coordinator of health services, pre-K to 12.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, thank you. At this time, the process, as you know, of having 7 nurses in our district, which was probably one of the best decisions that we made in the time that I've been here, and it's really worked out. And this is not a new position. What we're doing is taking one of our nurses and making them entitled to coordinator of health services pre-K to 12. It's a teaching union position. It's not an administrative and central office position. I'll make that clear to the public. But the idea is for us to really take a look at coordinating our health initiatives in the district that go way beyond the issues we just did with COVID. As you know, we have more and more students with health concerns and issues. So we'll have 5 nurses, a floating nurse, and a coordinator that can also support. So at this time, I'd like to bring up to the table Miss Doreen Brown. Hi, Doreen.
Hi.
I think she's nervous.
You're a speaker.
Doreen comes to you as the recommendation. As you know, the hiring of a nursing position is required by law to go to the school committee. It's one of those odd duck things still in law. Doreen's already been appointed once. Now she's being reappointed because it's a new title. But we're recommending that the school committee hire Doreen. She's been with us for 17 years, if I remember correctly.
16.
16 years, about to be 17. Been the head nurse for the district for at least the length I've been here.
About 10.
About 10, so just before I came in. She's predominantly at the high school, but then she's the person who's also trying to figure out the substitutes for nurses and all of that stuff. So fully supported, looking forward to it, because I know we have a lot of policy and practice procedures that we need to update that in some cases aren't really done the way they should be done. They're done to the best of our ability. But with all the changes, we learned a lot during COVID because, we counted on these 7 professionals, 6 of them for most of the last 2 years. So it's time for us to really organize this in a way that supports them, like with department head type of position. So
Now, will this position have anything to do with like our health and wellness curriculum?
yeah, so the position will predominantly work with me in the wellness committee, the district-wide wellness committee. Matter of fact, I would probably say that probably co-chair it together because we do have areas there that that every other year at least we're supposed to take a look at our practices in our cafeteria, our practices in terms of all of the health stuff that we do, and all of that is constantly changing. So that's, in terms of wellness program, that's something the academic board at the high school. That's somewhat different, although there's going to be a lot of collaboration in my opinion around the area of health and nurses' offices.
I know we've emailed a bunch back and forth and talked a few times, so it's nice to actually meet you in person. And I just wanted, I know you worked really hard during COVID, so now that I get to see you in person, I just want to thank you in person for your hard work.
Thank you.
It was a lot of hours.
We all worked very hard.
Yeah, it was a lot of hours, nights, weekends, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I think it just slowed down.
Yeah, it's like
In terms of the
Don't even
COVID
say
Yep.
Don't even talk about it.
Right.
Right on.
So it does require a motion.
So entertain a motion to the coordinator of health pre-K to 12, Ms. Doreen Brown.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, Mrs. Cohen,
Yes.
Mrs. Stern,
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher,
Yes.
Mr. Boss,
Yes.
Mr. Sheehy, yes. Congratulations, Mrs. Brown.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. So the next, Doreen and I will be, Doreen, myself, and Vinnie Searcy will be meeting to have a discussion on the switch that will have to take place at the high school. But we're thinking of a little bit of a status quo for the remainder of this year, and then maybe starting to change for July 1st, so that we have an ample opportunity for our in-house nurses to choose the best scenarios for them, and for us on the administrative side to decide who's the best fit to take over with Doreen, which will probably lead to some type of a double switch. I'm guessing, maybe not. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next item is vote to approve 3-year contract with the administrative assistants per.
Right. The administrative assistants are an association. They're not your typical union, but they do bargain as a group. So this would be our senior administrative assistant in the building, and then we have the assistant and the guidance. Two schools have the guidance. So in general sense, the number 2 schools only have 2 people, well, 1 each, the LG and the Yale school. The high school has 2 in the front office, 1 in guidance. The high school has 2 in the front office, 1 in guidance. The JCS has 2 in the front office. And both of those 2 situations, one is the senior, one is the assistant. So that it's a 3-year contract at 222, and it does have some one-time adjustments for the purposes of increasing their workday. It moves into a 2-part in FY24, moving to a 7.5-hour workday, which basically then leads in FY25 to an 8-hour day. So this brings us back full circle to an 8-hour workday in these positions in terms of the day-to-day operations. The only other major change in terms of the cost is the 212-day senior and guidance administrative assistants also have a flex of 10 other days per agreement between themselves and the building principal for specific needs that are needed during off time from the 182 days and the 212 that they're already working. So this would be a situation where helping out with scheduling of the schools, I can see a few of those days this year here at the LG because we're moving with the principal coming in, those types of situations. It does require a vote. Their association has already voted on 14.
Okay, Entertain a motion to approve the new 3-year contract with the Administrative Assistants Employees Association.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, Mrs. Stern,
Yes.
Mr. Sabas.
Hey, I just really quickly, we didn't open up for comment. I do want to comment and just say, I think that the 222 is exceptionally reasonable. And I appreciate the numbers on this. Looked through all this stuff, and I think it's a very fair contract for both sides. And I want to thank Dr. Bennett for hashing that out. On that note, I'm a yes.
And Ms. Gallagher.
Yes.
And Mrs. Cohen.
Yes.
Yes. 5 minutes.
Thank you. I'll pass it on. And as the acting chair for tonight, if you can sign that, I'll make sure it's taken to that. Thank you.
All right, the next item is review of school committee meeting dates for 2022-23.
So this is a very simple first review. All I did is I tried to stay to some consistency that really hasn't happened during COVID because we met so sometimes felt like every week. So I went to week 2 and week 4. 2 and week 4 throughout the entire year. And as you can see, we also recommended going back to the start of, we actually started here, the LGN on the 8th. We have a second meeting in December if needed. It's the 22nd. That's the one that we always keep in flux. We do the same thing in June, but we stick to 2, 1 in February, 2 in March, 2 in April, 2 in May. That does not include fall town meeting and or the annual town meeting or any other town meeting. Budget workshops also not on it. So it's not a vote for tonight's just information. Okay. If you have serious concerns, maybe change it next time. That's for executive session.
All right, any questions on the meeting dates? All right, other business not anticipated. Nobody else.
At this time, I have none.
Anything from the committee at large? Okay. All right, at this time I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the regular meeting, not to return and enter into executive session.
For the purposes of discussions on safety contract negotiation of the non-person personnel.
For the purposes of safety discussion, contract negotiation with non-union person.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Mr. Stoss?
Yes.
Mrs. Stearns?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mrs. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Keys, yes as well.
So we're not coming back, so the folks on the screen, you're gonna log out, log back in, and see what's happening.
I sent a different link for executive session.
So we'll see you in a few minutes.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.